I did what I like. If like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't fault him for like stand to himself and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's also a part of me.
Game plan. And a lot of times when he says certain things on social media, I say, he's to me, he's still a kid. And when I was that age, I probably would have did the same thing. I didn't have a Floyd Mayweather to stand.
The fight between Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul has turned into something far bigger than expected, unexpectedly reuniting Gervonta Davis with Floyd Mayweather after nearly 2 years of tension. Many believe their partnership was over for good, but Floyd surprised everyone by joining Gervonta's training camp to refine his defense and help him handle the weight difference against Jake Paul. During his visit, Floyd closely guided Gervonta through shadowboxing drills, strength work, and conditioning routines, offering pointers and motivation. Later, as Gervonta sparred with heavier opponents, Floyd observed carefully, providing real-time instructions to sharpen his timing and precision in preparation for the high-stakes bout.
So they got ring experience as a fighter to be in your corner so they can help you when you get in certain situations. Can tell you how you...
There was no trace of animosity when Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather met, making Floyd's visit a genuine surprise. Yet, he was welcomed warmly, and his respectful approach earned him a positive response from everyone in the gym. As other fighters trained and sparred, Floyd, Gervonta, and his team engaged in a deep discussion that seemed to rekindle their old bond. When it came time for Gervonta "Tank" Davis to train, nostalgia filled the air as Floyd offered his signature advice alongside Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis, pointing out subtle adjustments and tactics. With these intense sessions, many now expect Gervonta to dominate Jake Paul on fight night. Tank and Floyd share striking similarities in discipline and fighting style, a connection that was also evident during Tank's first bout with Lamont Roach. Still, some fans believe Tank might hold back or even take a dive, fueling conspiracy theories that have long surrounded Jake Paul's fights, especially after his controversial clash with Mike Tyson, which many viewed as a mockery of the sport. As things stand, there's no indication of anything suspicious surrounding the fight. Whether Gervonta Davis decides to unleash his full power on fight night remains uncertain, but if the bout goes the distance, that's where controversy could erupt. Recent reports surfaced on Friday revealing that the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis matchup will feature an AI-powered judge among the 3 officials responsible for determining the outcome if the fight reaches the scorecards, sparking debate and curiosity across the boxing world.
It's not even on that pro record. It's basically just like a
Exhibition. Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Crazy.
Bank robbery.
Huh?
Bank robbery.
Well, not really, because people, I swear everyone has Netflix, so most people have Netflix.
But for them, they're getting a bag.
So yeah, for them, yeah, it's probably a bank robbery.
While AI judges have been showcased during boxing broadcasts before, this marks the first time one will officially contribute to a scorecard. Fortunately, since the event is classified as an exhibition, the stakes are slightly lower, but controversy could easily erupt if fans feel one fighter clearly dominated only for the AI to rule otherwise. Considering Jake Paul already faces heavy skepticism from boxing purists, This decision to include artificial intelligence in judging is unlikely to ease tensions among his critics.
That you can be the fighter to stop him, and if you can stop him, do you think you can stop him?
Yeah, for sure. I think I can stop him. I'm much quicker than him. He's much stronger, much bigger, but we all know that tall fighters is a taller fighter. A shorter person is hard to fight a taller person. So, I mean, well, a taller person is hard to fight.
The Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis fight is now just over a month away and is set to feature a stacked undercard with top-tier professionals like Alicia Baumgardner, Ellie Scottney, and Gary Antoine Russell. Despite the excitement surrounding the event, the tension between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis had reached a breaking point over the past year. Fans are now simply hoping their renewed connection marks a genuine reconciliation. The lowest point in their feud came when Floyd not only sided against Davis in his previous fight, but also behaved in a way that many felt was uncharacteristic of a boxing legend of his stature.
Netflix. Yeah.
Down the lens, why should everyone tune in tomorrow night? The Zone pay-per-view. What a card. It's nice to see Misfits back. It's nice to see JJ back.
Mrs. 22, I mean, I don't need to say much. Look online, see all the chaos that's happening. It's going to be rowdy. It's going to be chaotic.
Boxing legend Floyd Mayweather guided Gervonta Tank Davis through most of his career, helping him capture world titles across multiple weight divisions and earn a reputation as one of the sport's most electrifying fighters. However, their partnership ended in 2022, and things quickly turned sour as both men exchanged sharp words publicly. Recently, Davis revealed on the Jay Hill podcast that Mayweather once set him up for a fight he hoped Tank would lose. According to Davis, Floyd was so eager for his downfall that he felt posting about a fight's cancellation wasn't enough. He even called a bout that should have been an easy win for Davis a 50-50 fight, and allegedly shared strategic tips with Frank Martin to help him defeat Tank. Whether those tips went unheard or simply failed to work, the outcome spoke for itself. On fight night, despite a competitive start from his opponent, Davis unleashed a devastating shot just 1 minute and 49 seconds into the 8th round, flooring his challenger and securing the 30th victory of his career.
No, real quick, actually, I just wanted to say I saw Gervonta Davis was in here for a minute. I don't know if he's still in here. I know he has his big
Tank on here?
Yeah, Tank. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's still
But that wasn't even the core of the problem. The real issue stemmed from Floyd Mayweather's involvement, as he had long been at odds with Gervonta Davis, fueling one of the most intense mentor versus protege rivalries boxing has seen in recent memory. In one of Gervonta Davis's recent interviews with Jay Hill, he made several shocking revelations, with the most controversial being about Floyd Mayweather. Davis claimed that Mayweather had always wanted to see him lose, suggesting there were deeper tensions behind the scenes than fans ever knew. According to Davis, Floyd nearly got his wish at one point, coming close to witnessing his former protege suffer defeat. And just before their eventual reconciliation, Mayweather reportedly tried once again to disrupt Davis's focus ahead of a major world title fight, reigniting their ongoing feud before things finally began to cool down.
Outs of the past years in boxing, and we're coming to fight. We made it smaller gloves just now today, so someone's getting put to sleep.
How's your mental?
I'm doing great, man. I'm just so happy to be here. I love all of this. Excited to get back to camp and just knock this guy out and prove people wrong once again.
What are you guys gonna agree on?
Oh man, this is where we first wanted it in the first place. This is where it's all at. Miami's popping, Better's here, so download Better, and man, we're gonna run it up on November 14th.
Do you believe that this boxing event put you closer to the fight with Canelo Alvarez? I mean,
But here's what really happened. Gervonta "Tank" Davis was once the prized protege of boxing legend Floyd Mayweather, but the two have since stopped speaking following a very public fallout. Despite the rift, Davis used the experience as motivation, evolving into a more disciplined fighter and an even bigger global star. While it's never pleasant to hear about such divisions, Davis has finally broken his silence about what went wrong between him and Mayweather, shedding light on their strained relationship and the issues surrounding Mayweather's promotional company during his appearance on the Mr. Jill podcast.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does being around a guy like Floyd do for you?
He could tell you, go run at 2 in the morning. You know, go do it when, cause 9 out of 10, we know your opponents sleep at that time. So go run at 2 in the morning and go give yourself a mental edge.
Once you get close to someone you idolize, like Floyd Mayweather, you eventually see they're not always who they present themselves to be, and that realization stings. I chose to go my own way and focus on my own path. With Floyd, there were times he put me in situations where I couldn't win, like during my first world title fight against Jose Pedraza. I was 16-0, just 21 years old, hadn't fought in 7 or 8 months, and barely making around $10,000 a fight. Then I was told I had to take that fight or be shelved completely. Around that time, I got evicted and even had to sell my car. I'm convinced Floyd did that on purpose. I started warning other fighters about what really goes on so they wouldn't fall into the same traps. Now, when those same fighters say they want to fight me, it feels like a betrayal.
So my thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level.
An old chapter has resurfaced in the turbulent relationship between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather. Interestingly, it wasn't either of them who brought it back to light, but 2 of Davis's trainers. The shocking claims they made about Mayweather's treatment of Davis have been difficult for fans to digest, as it's nearly impossible to hear such stories and still view the boxing legend the same way. These revelations have also given weight to many of Davis's past criticisms and actions toward his former mentor. Once seen as an unbreakable duo with a bond often described as father and son, their relationship has since crumbled. The tension became public when Davis accused Mayweather of banning him from his gym during training for his 2023 fight against Ryan Garcia, marking a clear fracture in what was once a powerful partnership.
What came out still on top?
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in to, make me lose, but he thought I was gonna lose.
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Although Gervonta Davis officially parted ways with Mayweather Promotions in 2022, Floyd Mayweather publicly insisted there were no hard feelings. Nothing lasts forever. I'll always love Tank. I like him, love him, and look at him as a son. He has to do what's best for him, Floyd said at the time. But things quickly took a turn when Davis began taking public shots at his former mentor, accusing him of unresolved financial dealings in Dubai. From that point, their relationship spiraled, with both sides trading subtle jabs through interviews and social media. The tension escalated even further when Davis claimed Mayweather was stranded in Dubai over unpaid debts, a remark that deepened the rift between them. Recently, the situation reignited after Davis's longtime trainer Calvin Ford and assistant coach Kenny Ellis spoke out about Mayweather's alleged decision to bar Davis from his gym during a crucial training period. In a video shared on Ford's Instagram, both coaches expressed frustration and shed light on what had really gone on behind the scenes, questioning Mayweather's motives and highlighting the strain that still lingers between the two boxing figures.
You're gonna never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. I don't say Terrence Crawford should fight. Finna be there. They don't make no.
Kenny Ellis didn't hold back, openly questioning Floyd Mayweather's intentions. If Tank is like a son to Floyd, why would you kick him out of the gym before the biggest fight of his career? Why would you want him to lose? That's the question, Ellis said, his frustration evident as he and Calvin Ford painted a picture of betrayal and confusion. Ford echoed the sentiment. acknowledging the emotional weight of the situation and recalling a private conversation in which Mayweather denied ever banning Davis from the gym. Still, both trainers stood firm, insisting that Mayweather needed to be held accountable for his actions. Ellis even called on the media to confront Floyd directly, saying, "I'd love for someone to ask him what was going through his mind when he put Tank out of the gym." Despite all the tension, Ford managed to find a silver lining, suggesting that the adversity only made Davis stronger and more determined heading into his biggest challenges.
New situation now. What came out still on top?
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in to, make me lose. But he thought I was.
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Reflecting on the situation, Calvin Ford described it as a lesson within a lesson, explaining that what initially seemed negative ultimately became a blessing in disguise. The tension with Floyd Mayweather pushed Gervonta Tank Davis to work even harder, and the results spoke for themselves when he delivered a stunning 7th-round knockout over Ryan Garcia, cementing his place among boxing's elite. Ford also shed light on the deep emotional layers between Mayweather and Davis, calling their connection a different type of beast. He compared it to a father-son dynamic, filled with pride, pain, and emotion. "That's dad coaching stuff, you know what I'm saying? There's emotion in it," Ford said. "That situation, it's heavy, man. Real heavy." The Baltimore coach, Calvin Ford, recounted how he personally called Floyd Mayweather to question him about barring Gervonta Tank Davis from his gym, but Mayweather denied ever doing such a thing. Despite his denial, both Ford and Kenny Ellis placed responsibility squarely on Mayweather's shoulders. Ellis even challenged the media to confront Floyd directly, saying, "I'd love for someone to ask him what was on your mind when you put Tank out of the gym. We're from Baltimore, man. In any situation, we stay 10 toes down. The grind doesn't stop." Still, Ford chose to find something positive in the ordeal. "I remember that day vividly," he said. "It was a lesson within a lesson. It wasn't a negative experience, quite the opposite. It helped us grow stronger and overcome some serious challenges."
Oh, y'all all stepping, huh?
man.
Nigga, where Derek at? I don't know.
You don't like
What that mean?
I don't like floors, motherfucker.
What they first viewed as a setback ultimately turned out to be a blessing in disguise. You have to find the light in the darkness, and we did. It was truly a good thing, Calvin Ford wrote in the caption of his post, echoing the same sentiment in the accompanying video. According to Ford, the experience pushed Gervonta Davis to dig deeper, and that extra effort paid off with his spectacular 7th-round knockout of Ryan Garcia. Their history goes back to 2015, 2 years after Davis turned pro, when Floyd Mayweather first noticed him during one of Adrian Broner's training camps. Impressed by the young fighter's raw talent, Mayweather brought him into Mayweather Promotions, determined to shape him into a global superstar. What followed was a close mentor-protege relationship built on trust, ambition, and a shared vision, until cracks began to appear in what once seemed like an unbreakable bond.
Dream fight card.
Dream fight card?
Anybody.
So there's a couple fights on there. Me versus Floyd.
Okay. All right.
That wraps up today's video. Make sure to stay tuned for more boxing updates, stories, and exclusive insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.